Please note that this Under the Sheets features themes of violence, cursing, mental health, and descriptions of sexual acts and desires. Some episodes also contain themes which may be triggering. Please take care of yourself and don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. I'm not providing medical or health advice as I'm not a professional. If you do have any medical or health queries, please consult a professional such as your GP or visit www.dirtytalkofficial.com for certified health organisations. Laugh about it.
Give it to me, baby.
Learn about it. Love it or hate it. Let's do it. Under the Sheets with Tatiana Ashbourne and friends. Welcome to Under the Sheets with Tatiana Ashbourne and friends, brought to you by Dirty Talk. I'm Tatiana Ashbourne, and these are my friends. This is Prince, everybody.
Come on.
Nice to have you on the show. Thank you very much for coming down.
It's cool, it's cool.
I've heard a lot about you. So you're friends with Z,
Yes.
who's also been on the show. So I'm very happy that you even watched this episode and thought that's what you want to be a part of. It's great. So tell me a bit about yourself, how old you are, and your sexuality and everything.
Okay, I'm Prince, I'm 22.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Okay.
So I'm into girls.
Yeah.
I make music, as you
Nice.
know.
Yeah.
With Z, other friends as well.
Mm-hmm.
I box as well in the amateurs. So yeah, I'm a bit of an athlete, musician, creative, I like to call myself.
Do it all. Amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
And with your boxing, so talk to me about that. How do you prepare yourself for a fight? What do you have to do?
So in the amateurs, it's like you could get a call like today and be like, you're fighting in 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've literally got to be on it all the time. Like, you've got to stay fit. So I'm running all the time, training all the time. Yeah, it's really at random.
And do you feel the pressure that you need to keep going? And do you sometimes think, oh, I can't physically get myself to where you want to be?
There's days where you're like, I'm sore, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're there and you're in it.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of just in the zone. So, for me, it's almost habitual. Like, that's just who I am now, so.
And when you started, you were working out before you started, or was it when you started you thought, right, I need to start working out?
I was one of the few, like, before boxing, I was, like, lifting weights and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, I was in a regular gym. And then it was my friend that took me down to the boxing gym. And since then, that's when I started, like, you know, sparring, hitting bags. It was just boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously you're quite built now. And when you began, did you have a expectation of what you needed to get to? Or from your coaches, did they say you need to be this weight, you need to have this muscle? You know, I don't know how it works.
Yeah, so you kind of, it's kind of more up to you, like, where you feel comfortable, because there's weight classes. Like, I'm quite short for my weight class.
Okay.
So I fight at 69 kilos, which is like, I don't know what that is, like 10 and a half stone.
Okay.
So I have to stay at that. But there's times where I was doing fights at 75, like in the past when I was really just lifting. And it's like, those guys are just built tall and you get all kind of disadvantages against them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of up to you, but if you feel strong and you feel like you can hold up with them kind of guys, then you can move up, you can move down, yeah.
And have you had a problem with self-confidence and feeling like self-conscious and stuff like that, is it? Or are you very much happy where you are? You know that you're slightly different to the rest?
Personally, I've always felt quite confident. Like, I'm just,
that's very good.
I live in my own kind of world, I feel like. Because a lot of people say I'm quiet, but they say quietly confident. So, yeah, I don't feel like I've ever felt pressure or insecure about myself.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
And is there people around you that are boxers that do go through having problems with, like, mental health to do with their body image? Or do you think most people are pretty confident in their body?
I think most of them are pretty confident with their body. It's not so, if they do have anything got mentally, it's not so much with their body, it's more their ability.
Okay.
So it's more like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to perform. A lot of anxiety.
Yeah,
I know a lot of guys that have had fights and their music's playing for them to come out and they're stuck in the back because they're anxious.
Because they can't, okay.
So it's more, ability worried than body-wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your ability confident, or are you, do you ever get worried that you're not doing what you should be
I'm
doing?
ability confident. Anyone,
That's so
anyone
good.
on the night,
Yeah,
I believe
yeah,
I can beat anyone.
I think
in my
that's
life.
what you have to do. You have to manifest it.
You have to believe you're the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Well, I believe that you're the best. So
Thank
don't
you.
worry.
Appreciate it.
So what does sex mean to you?
Sex means to me, honestly, it's not that deep for me.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
it's literally, if I get it, I get it.
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
don't, I don't. Like,
yeah.
it's not so much about the connection with the person or whatever.
And how often do you get it?
I say like, honestly, probably like once a month, once
Okay,
every like
okay.
2 months. It's not regular, but
Yeah.
it's
But
enough.
when it happens, it's good, or
Usually,
yeah.
I always perform on my behalf.
Okay.
but it's
This
always-
is the manifesting. The manifesting is there. Yeah.
It's dependent on the other person.
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
it's-
Does it feel like you're going into a boxing fight? Is that the adrenaline you feel?
Almost. A lot of the time, I'm in the bathroom, like shaking my head,
Yeah,
getting ready, splashing the water. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it feels. It's the same preparation routine.
Okay. Yeah. And tell me about your first time experience.
First time it was on my 16th birthday, I think.
A lot of people's happened on their birthdays. I find
it?
it so yeah.
I think that's because like for me, we went to a party
yeah.
and a good friend at the time, he was like, I was seeing a girl.
Yeah.
And he was seeing like her friend. He was like, let's get a hotel.
Okay.
So then we finished this party, we go back to the hotel, and then it was my 16th birthday, and it just happened.
That must felt like you've literally just turned into an adult.
Literally,
you
that
know?
was like, I was like, yeah, I'm the man now. I'm 16, I'm grown, and I've just done it. Cool, I'm done.
And was it a good first time experience or not?
It was good for me.
Yeah.
Don't know about her.
Okay. Okay.
Because I didn't know what I was doing, so.
And were you in a relationship with her, or was it just happened?
Kind of. It was like we were seeing each other, but it wasn't deep like that.
Yeah. And it was her first time too, or?
She said it was, but I doubt it was.
Was she?
I don't
Is that
think it
because
was.
she was like really good, or is that?
Nah, it's just this girl, it definitely was not her first time.
Okay, okay, I won't
That's
ask
all I can
anything
say.
else. Okay, and how long after your first time did you then have sex again? Did you continuously? You thought, I've done it, like I've got it. Let's keep rolling.
It was with her a few more times after that, so
Okay.
like probably in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
And then obviously I stopped seeing her.
Okay.
And then it was probably like another 6 months to a year until the next person. So,
yeah. And did you feel worried about the next person, or did you now feel confident that you had sex?
Not really. I wasn't really worried, but it was more after it happened with the next person. And then
Yeah.
I realized like sex is different with every different person. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, it came into realization like the next person after this is going to be a whole different experience. So,
Yeah. And what has been the best sex you've had?
When me and my ex, we'd broken up
Okay.
and make up sex. That's
Oh,
the
that's
best. It
yeah.
has to be the best, yeah.
Okay. And so explain how that happened. Like, did you know that that's what you were going to?
Yeah, 100%. I knew. I don't think she knew. But
So you met up because you were going to have sex.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I was just like, we were in an argument for like a month and we hadn't spoken properly. And I was just like, look, let's run over things and get back on track. So I just brought her around my house and I knew exactly what I was doing. But yeah.
Oh.
Definitely
You're one
the
of
best.
those guys. No, I'm
Yeah, one of
joking. And then after that, was it awkward being like, did she think that you were going to get back into a relationship, or did you both purely know sex?
I think she thought there was a chance that we were going to get back into it. But
Okay.
I think she also thought, yeah, there's a chance that he's just using me here.
Okay.
So, at least she kind of expected it because
Yeah,
we didn't get
yeah.
back together in the end. But,
Okay. Yeah. Do you have any kinks or fetishes?
Kinks or fetishes? It's not really a fetish, but I like. It's not a fetish at all. I really like feet, but it's not a fetish. It's not a fetish though, because like.
It's
fetishes-
okay if it is.
No, it's not though. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
Just nice feet. Like there's actually nothing better than just nice, perfect feet. Like
I
nice
just
feet.
hate feet. Like, I don't understand because it's just gross. I feel like so many people don't take care of their feet.
Yeah, if you don't take care of them and you've got like nails everywhere and just your feet are just not looking right, then yeah. But when you've probably got to see a nice pair of feet, like a proper nice groomed pair
So
of
what
feet.
makes a groomed foot?
First of all, the white toes. You know what I mean? Like when they paint their toes white, when girls paint their toes white. You know what I mean?
What? Yeah,
It's just
okay.
the perfect look. Like it just looks immaculate.
Why? Because it's supposedly virginous.
Yeah.
Oh my
White,
gosh.
it's like a fret. It's clean. You know
Clean,
what I mean?
yeah. But then surely dirt can get on your toenails and it will show up, obviously, because it's white.
I guess, but I mean, if you're hygienic and you're clean, I guess that's not something that I need to worry about. But
And so your feet, are they like really clean?
my feet, yeah, don't worry about my feet. Well, that's why I kept my shoes on, because my feet, don't worry about my feet. No one needs to see my feet.
So you're saying that your feet aren't nice, but you want
No,
a
my
nice
feet aren't, they're not nice, but I can't say they're like A1, you know what I mean?
Okay. And I find long nails on feet very strange.
Yeah, no, that's
wrong, right?
That can't run, yeah. That's not right.
Okay. And so how does someone take care of their feet?
Well, I mean, girls, you get like pedicures, so like,
Okay.
I guess just keep them trimmed, keep them clean. I don't want no like, you know, long toenails or like broken toenails, damage. No damage. Just keep them fresh, keep them clean, keep them painted.
Okay.
And that's it. It's simple, really. Like, yeah.
And so if they turned up with non-painted toenails, would you really be like, you know what? I'll have sex, but I'm not very happy with your feet.
No, I can let it slide. If they're not painted,
slide.
I can. If they're not painted, I can let it slide.
Okay.
But they have to be looking. Apart from that, they have to be looking good. Like they have to be looking fresh, clean, like aesthetically pleasing.
Okay. Even socks. How do you feel about the sock situation?
So, what do you mean?
Well, I always happen to end up wearing odd socks and never, you know, the same sock because of what I can find. Socks can be holy.
Holy socks, nah, that can't that can't run. Because that just tells me like all your stuff is probably like I don't know, you probably got moths and stuff. Like you can't be having holes in your socks. They've got to be matching.
Okay.
That's just standard, and they've got to be like intact.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you take care of yourself like pretty well, like your whole body.
I'd like to think so. Yeah.
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 Okay. And are you shaved, unshaved person? Like, how does it in the bedroom?
Yeah. No, I have to stay shaved all the time.
Okay. And why is that?
It's just for me, like I just hate like body hair.
Okay.
So for me, it's just like it just feels cleaner, it just feels fresher.
Yeah.
I don't get like musty.
And even chest, legs.
Nah, legs I don't really touch, but I don't really grow much hair on my legs.
Okay.
But chest, like I keep it trimmed up. So yeah. Gotta keep it looking fresh.
Okay. And has that been, and obviously I think for me as a girl growing up, it's always been, oh, people prefer it shaved now and everything else. Is it something that when you grew up you just know that you had to keep it shaved, or your expectation on a woman, do you feel like it has to be shaved because that's supposedly clean?
It doesn't have to be shaved, I guess. Like I speak to a lot of other guys and they're like, some of them prefer hair on girls. But for me personally, it just kind of bugs me out. Like I just would rather a clean slate, you know what I mean? And for me as well, I keep myself a clean slate. Like it just makes sense. It just feels clean.
That's good, yeah. And can I know your like most embarrassing sex story? Do you have an unusual one?
I wouldn't say unusual, but again, when I was like 17, I was in a position where I just could not get it in.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just like, we spent about 5-10 minutes. Like it got to the point where I just went soft because I was like,
it's not
what
working.
are we doing? Yeah.
Okay.
So, I just could not get it in, and we tried for so long. I don't even think she wanted it anymore. I didn't want it anymore, so we just left it. And it was just after that. The worst bit is afterwards, because you're kind of just like, oh, well, we tried, and what do we do now?
And have you later realised why it hadn't gone in, or what the problem was?
I mean, I don't want to think that it's because she wasn't turned on, but it probably was because she wasn't turned on.
I see. Okay.
So, yeah, that's...
We're manifesting. He's great in bed. He's great in bed. Yeah. Okay. And so you still use lube and everything to try and get it in? Or is that something you don't use?
No, I don't use... Nah, not now. I haven't used that in a long time. But I did at the time. Like, the next time me and her tried it, we had to use lube,
Okay. And is it normally that the Because that happens sometimes quite a lot for other people. Is it normal that that's the reason that they're not turned on enough?
I think so. I'm not sure. I think it would make. I thought a girl would probably know more, like whether that's the reason.
Okay.
Because I'm just assuming. Because usually, like, if they are really turned on, it's quite easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my assumption. She never even told me. She said she was turned on, but evidently not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
Get it in, so
Yeah. No, definitely. Do you think body count matters?
Straight up, I'm gonna be completely honest. For men, no. For women, yes.
Okay. Why is that?
Because right, listen to this, right? If you're a man and you've slept with a lot of women, it's because you've put in work. Like, it's because you've had to graft for it. Like, you've had to graft to get sex as a man.
Okay.
If you're a woman, no matter what you look like, you're getting moved to. Like, whether you're out, whether you like, you get moved to, like, regardless of what you look like. So it's not really a graft. So it's easy. It's easy for a woman to have a high body count.
Okay.
But it's not easy for a man to have a high body count, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does make sense. I understand why you think that, but
Do you agree with me?
no.
Okay, why?
But because I think that men and women should be equal, and that it doesn't matter that, like, why should you be allowed to have sex loads and a woman can't?
No, men and women are definitely equal, but it's just a matter of, like, if I've had to grow, like, it's not easy for me to have sex with, like, 200 women.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy. Like, you have to try.
Yeah.
Women don't have to try. They get approached, like, on a regular.
Okay.
Like, on a day, there's probably 10 new guys in your DMs, like, daily. So,
But if a girl came up to you and was like, any girl,
Yeah.
could be like not, from what you see,
Yeah.
not attractive to you, and they said, you know what, I want sex, shall we go? Would you say yes, even if they're not attractive to you?
it depends what, not attractive to me. It depends how far non-attractive to me.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, like, let's say,
But don't you think that's the same point as if someone came up to you, you would have sex? But so if I'm so confused. Why is it? I've got so many thoughts in my head. So if, like, because
wait, what's confusing you here?
So, well, the fact is that a girl can choose who they have sex with, as well as a man can choose who they have sex with.
No, that's the thing. Like, a woman.
Yeah, but
has
can
a-
choose, say yes or no to a guy if they're unattractive or attractive.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she has. It's like choosing out of 10 a day. Like, you have a broad selection, and you
Yeah.
can choose out of them. Whereas men, we don't always have that choice. Like, it's literally, if you want it, you have to graft for it. You have to go out there and, like, have good chat and look
Yeah.
good, and you have to be in, like, the top probably 10% of good-looking guys, realistically. But women, like, I feel like you can be in the 80% of what women look like.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you're out of the last 10%,
But do
you
you?
can get it.
But you know, do you know that women find it difficult to find people and are very not self-confident because they struggle to find someone that will like them back?
I don't know any woman that struggles to find someone that likes them back. Personally, I don't know any woman.
Okay, but you understand that they struggle with themselves and what they look like.
Maybe some of them, yeah.
Okay,
But where does that play in though?
because they can't. I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get it, but so if a woman came up to you and said, and you were about to have sex, but she
Yeah.
said, okay, I've slept with 20 people, and you know you've slept with however many, let's say 30 at the time.
Okay.
Would you be like, blimey, absolutely
Yes.
not?
Yeah.
You would stop right then and there.
I would, yeah.
Just when you're about to get lucky.
Yes. No, because I wouldn't let it get that far. I have to find that out way before. It depends.
So is that your
Alright.
chat up line?
No,
How
no.
many people have you slept with?
No, okay. If it's not a serious thing, if it's like a one night stand, or if it's like a girl that I'm just seeing for that reason, then
Yeah.
body count doesn't matter.
Okay.
But if it's me trying to find like my girlfriend or like my wife, body count definitely matters for me.
And what do you want their number to be?
I can't give a particular number because I'll get in big trouble. But but it's
So virgin is basically what you want, or one?
as close to virgin as possible.
Wow.
Personally, I want a virgin as a wife, like as a girlfriend. Like I'm gonna have to find one. 'Cause I
Okay.
can't deal with all this past stuff. I can't deal with it.
So, okay, why can't you deal with it?
Because I don't know, whether you want to call it insecurity, maybe
Yeah.
it is. I don't know what the definition is for it, but
Okay.
it just
But
bothers
remember,
me.
you're the best at sex.
As true as that may be,
Yeah.
it's as true as that may be, it matters to me because if I'm thinking like so many, if this goes easy,
Yeah.
right, then is it worth making her mine? Because anyone could make her theirs. You know what I
That's,
mean?
yeah.
I want
But
someone that
she thinks that you're special enough for her.
she may.
Surely it's a bigger achievement that you've held on to her, whereas all the other men haven't.
No, it's not. It's not, because the men have still been there. They could have held on to her if they wanted to.
Okay.
But the chances are they've chosen not to because she's got a very high body count.
Do you think it's more of a thing because men go into women rather than, and it's technically on the outside of you, but you're going into a woman? So more people have been inside a woman, whereas women can't really get inside you.
I see what you mean. I see
you know
what you
what I
mean. No, I don't think it's that because
Okay. But
women-
do you think anyone that's got a high body count, girls-wise, they're dirty? Do you count them as that?
I wouldn't say dirty, but
Okay,
for me
that's good,
personally,
that's good that you didn't say
I just couldn't. Well, I just
Well
couldn't-
done.
Oh, thank you. No, I just couldn't make them a significant other to me.
Okay.
But I don't judge people like I won't meet someone with a high body count that's a female and be like, you're dirty, I don't want to talk to you. It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But as a partner, I can have it personally.
Okay, well, fair enough. You have your like preference and everything.
Yeah.
Do you think it's been the way you've been brought up?
Not so much. I think a lot of men, whether they want to admit it on camera or not, I think a lot of men share that opinion with me.
Yeah.
Just because for what I've been saying, like for men it's a graft, for women it's not. And that's why if a woman's easy, then it's seen as a bad thing. And if a man is easy, it's technically not easy because they've had to work for it, if that makes sense.
Okay. And do you think that every man wants to have sex and thinks about sex continuously?
Yes.
So do you not think that is a negative thing? Because they are technically easy because they would probably turn around and say yes to anyone.
No,
to have
because
sex.
that's like in our genetic makeup. Like we're like our whole purpose when you really think about it as men is to go out and reproduce. Like we have that drive for a reason.
Okay.
So that can't be helped. Like yeah, we're all horny. Like that's just how it is. But for women, they don't have as much of that for a reason.
Okay.
Because in my head, or in a lot of people's heads, I feel like they're supposed to be like, you know, not attainable like that, not easy.
Yeah.
And I think that's just in our genetic makeup, to be honest. That's
Yeah.
what I think anyway.
Okay. And if a woman came up to you and said they're waiting till marriage to have sex, would that please you? Or not really because you want sex before that? Or would you be sort of pleased because that means that they haven't had sex with anyone else?
It would please me, to be honest, I think.
Okay.
If I met a girl, and then she was like, I'm saving sex for marriage. And she was a good girl, like she had values and morals and
Yeah.
all that in the right place, then yeah, I'd be happy to hear that from a girl, yeah.
Okay.
I'd be a bit gutted, obviously, because I'd be like, we can't have sex until we're married.
Yeah.
And I don't personally plan on getting married for a long time, but, you know, I'd be happy to hear it in the long run
Yeah.
that she hasn't had sex, yeah.
So now you think your first time has had sex before you? That must, like, does that frustrate you?
No, because again, she wasn't someone significant like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it won't matter until you're thinking of them to be significant?
Yeah, until I'm thinking of them to be my partner or like my wife, my girlfriend.
Okay.
Then that's when it matters.
But who has to know except you
Who has to know what?
that her body count?
No one has to know a body count, just me.
So, and that will upset you, it will fester in your head.
Actually, I guess it does matter. Sorry, it does matter who knows up. Other guys have to know that her body count is like 0. Because if everyone knows her body count is mad high, that kind of looks bad on me. Because my girl is a representation of me.
Yeah, but I don't think. Sorry for putting my mum and dad into this, but
Oh no.
I don't think that my dad's best mate would go, "Oh, how much has your wife had sex?"
Yeah.
I don't think anyone will ask that.
Nah, they won't. But if I have a wife and she's known for having a high body count, I feel like people aren't gonna come to me and be like, "Your wife has got a high body count," but they're in their head, or when they go out together, they're gonna be talking about it like, "Whoa, he actually like made that his wife." You know what I mean? Because
Made
it
that
happens though.
his
It
wife.
happens.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
happens. I've seen it happen. So it's
Okay.
that's just the way it is.
Okay. And do you think it's a problem in society that you see it happen and you see people talk about their sex life and everything? Do you think it shouldn't be an open conversation?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
It
but
shouldn't be an open conversation
no,
about sex.
It shouldn't
Okay.
be. I know I'm here now and we're literally talking about it.
Yeah, no, but I'm
But
not. Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Okay.
But it's always gonna be. You know what I mean?
And why do you think it shouldn't be?
Because that kind of some things just need to be private. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you say, like I'm sitting here now judging people for their body count.
Yeah.
That's not on paper. That's not right.
Okay. Yeah.
So for that reason, it should all be private. Because if I didn't know someone's body count, or if I didn't know what they've been up to,
Yeah.
then it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have a perception of them.
So could you get away with not asking, or do you feel like you have to ask their body count?
Personally, I feel like I have to ask. I just have to know.
Okay.
But-
But if you think it should be a private conversation, why do you have to know?
Because it should be a private conversation, but at the end of the day, it's not. People talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I should know because, in a way, I know, as bad as it may sound,
Yeah,
it kind of like scales the value of that woman in a way.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
more lower they are, the more value they have.
Not
To
an
in
extent.
society or to men, value-wise?
to men. I can't
Okay.
say society because that includes other women.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
other women, a lot of other women don't think that matters.
Yeah.
So I have to say, yeah, to men.
And are you religious?
Yeah,
What religion?
I'm Christian.
Okay. And so do you feel like your body count matters to God? So do you think people's body counts matter?
It should. I believe so. Yeah. Like
Okay.
even me being like I'm not a virgin and that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like I should be because I'm supposed to save that.
And do you regret that you haven't saved it?
I can't say I regret it. I don't really have any regrets. I can't say I regret it.
Yeah,
But
that's
it should. That's the way it should. Traditionally, that's the way it should be. But again, like we've advanced now. You know what I mean? Like people do things. People break rules now. So it's
Yeah.
hard to pin down what's right and wrong. But I don't regret it. No.
Yeah. Okay. And did you feel pressure about to have sex when you were younger? Because you say that, like, you probably maybe should have waited, you know.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you couldn't have because of the pressure around young men at the time?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because a lot of my friends some of them were losing it at like crazy young ages.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So even at 16, now I think that's kind of average.
Yeah.
But at the time I was thinking, raw, I'm late compared to like this guy
Everyone
and this
else.
guy.
Yeah.
So like I just wanted in on like what they're missing out on. Yeah, at the time.
Yeah.
But like thinking about it now, I wouldn't say I regret it, but
Yeah.
it's like, was it worth it? You know what I mean? Because I just don't think I should have let them influence what I think about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And out of interest, why have you come on the show to discuss this?
To be honest, I wanted to get that point out there about the whole like body count thing.
Okay.
So I'm glad you asked that question, just
Yeah.
because I wanted to get my opinion out there.
Yeah, of course.
And I wanted to see how many people, when they see this, agree with me on that,
Okay.
and how many people disagree with me on
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
And what do you think the outcome will be?
I believe majority will be against me. I'm not gonna lie,
Okay.
and I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But I think deep down, a lot of these people know
We'll we'll get
what
it.
I'm trying to say
Yeah,
and
yeah.
why, in a certain light, it can be right what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's interesting because a lot of people, I mean, I think we've had it on people commenting on certain videos or on TikTok or whatever, and people think that it's okay to attack the person that's on the bed, like depending what their opinion is. And I think a lot of people inside will actually end up having the same opinion as someone else does on the bed, and people yet feel that it's okay to, you know, ostracize. That's a big word, and I have no idea if I've used that right. But to then take it out on the people that are in the bed.
Yeah. I mean, people are gonna do that because it's an online kind of thing, you know. When people are behind the keyboard, they can say whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm ready for that. I'm prepared for that. So I wanted to get that point across. Yeah.
Okay. And point well made. It's very good that you're open to talk about it.
Thank you.
I just love it. I think it's just so interesting to hear your perspective. We're going to go to audience questions at the moment.
Okay.
Do you suck toes?
Yes. I suck toes. Yeah,
okay.
I do.
And you get a massive pleasure out of that?
I thoroughly enjoy sucking toes, yeah.
Okay. Would you let a girl suck your toes?
Yeah, I would. Why not? I don't think I've done that before, but I'm open to it, yeah.
You've got a foot fetish and you haven't let that happen?
It's not foot fetish.
And you know what really interests me is when, I know this sounds really strange, but you know when, I don't know if anyone's done it, but do you get the feet and to go like, this is really weird, but say like the penis is there, like do you like find interesting going like that? Would that turn you on?
No, that's different. That is actually a foot fetish.
Okay.
I don't just, no. Because it's not going to be like, just use your hands, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be as good as if you use your hands, but no, that wouldn't particularly.
That wouldn't interest you? No. Okay. What if your body count matters to the girl?
What if my body count matters to the girl? I mean, what options do I have? I mean, that's on her. Like, if it matters, if the girl is concerned about my body count, fair enough. Yeah. But to me, it's less important than her body count. But if she's unhappy with my body, if she says my body count's too high and that she doesn't want this, then fair enough. She can have that opinion, you know what I mean?
And if you were like, fell in love with her, her body count was like nothing, and yours obviously is whatever it is. Can I know your body count, or are you not open to say?
Honestly, I don't know what it is. It's between like 30 and 40 probably. Okay.
And so if you fell in love with this girl, she didn't have sex and you had, and she found out your body count, would you, and she was like, absolutely not, that's ridiculous. Would you try and win her back, even though your body count is high, even though you agree with her?
I would try and win her. I would try and win her back, and explain what I've just explained to you, like why it's less important that my body count is high. Yeah. But I mean, if she's not down with that, then it's fair enough. You know what I mean? She can have that opinion because I have that opinion, so she can flip it, and it's fair.
And so, I mean, I feel like I have to graft if I want it.
Okay. I don't know. Personally, you might have to, but
you
I
feel
highly doubt
like
that.
your body count can be high because you work for it. That's right. Yeah. That's what you think.
But it depends what you mean by a grafter, realistically. Because I feel like...
But then maybe that's just me, that I'm not open to just, like, for me, I don't know what I'm open to sex-wise because I haven't experienced much to know. Yeah. But I suppose it depends how secure I am with the person or how insecure I am with the person. You know, so I don't know whether... Maybe it's because I don't necessarily feel open to sex straight away. You know, but then I also have had sex straight away. You know, I don't know, but I feel like it depends. I guess it depends on the girl and how they feel. But then I suppose if I went out and was like, look at me, I'm ready. You know, maybe everyone will come flocking.
Exactly, yeah. If you were, you know, some girls put themselves out there more than others. And that, you know, obviously you're going to get a lot more attention. But, I mean, you say you have to graft. Like, it depends what you mean by graft. I mean,
well, exactly. That's what I don't know whether that's because of my insecurities in my head. So that's what I'm saying. It might be.
It could possibly be, because I guarantee I probably still have to graft harder than you do, just because you're a female and I'm a male.
Yeah, okay, yeah. A girl could have slept with one guy 100 times or 10 guys different times. Is that just as bad?
No, one guy 100 times is way better.
Yeah.
Is way better than...
So it doesn't matter actually how many times they've actually just had sex?
No, because that could be... that you could have had one, like, boyfriend and had sex with him 100 times over a certain span. That's completely fine. Like, you're going to have sex with him a lot because he's your boyfriend.
Yeah.
But if you're like, 10 different guys once is very different because I feel like you just,
Yeah.
It's very different in my head, yeah.
If you marry a virgin and she turns out to not enjoy sex, would you be unfaithful?
No, I wouldn't be unfaithful. That's not a thing. Like, being unfaithful is not, that's a whole different thing. That's not right. I couldn't do that. But if she wasn't enjoying it, I'd be obviously disappointed because one, I feel like I let her down. Because she's waited her whole life.
Yeah.
Literally, she's saved her virginity and I've now let her down.
Yeah.
Because she's not enjoying it. But I'd also be like, oh, she probably doesn't want to have sex with me anymore. So I'd be disappointed because I know I'm not going to get it anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. I have a gift for you for coming on the show. A tuxedo dress-up set.
Wow.
So I hope you enjoy that.
Wow. Thank you very much.
No worries. I love it. It's been Prince, everyone. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Cool.
Oh, that was so good. Thank you so much. I love that.
Cool.
How did everyone feel? Good? Perfect.
If you would like to be a part of the show, please check out our website at www.dirtytalkofficial.com and click Get Involved. We welcome all sexualities regardless of your sexual experience. If you would like to be an audience member only, please get in touch the same way. Like and subscribe on all social media platforms.